Hey everybody, welcome. I am Ronnie and this is Ronnie's Craftorium. So glad you could be here today. I'm super excited to be here today, be part of Teri's Crafty Christmas 25. This is her second annual one. There's over 40 collaborators, over 55 YouTube videos. There's a YouTube giveaway, Facebook giveaways, freebies, challenges, and all of those links are accessed at the link tree that I will have in the description box for you. To enter the giveaways, there are 3 Facebook groups: Sweet Pea Papers, Junk Journals, Junk Journal Tutorials and More, and Junk Journal Tutorials and Paper Crafts. You can post your Christmas project using any Christmas paper that you want, but you have to use the hashtag Teri's, T-E-R-I-S, Crafty Christmas 25 in the post. Those run from December 1st to the 30th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. You can post in any or all of the groups, and you can post the same post in all 3 groups. Each post is worth 1 entry. For the YouTube, you can comment on any of Sweet Pea Paper's videos between December 1st and December 30th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Use the hashtag Teri's Crafty Christmas. Get 1 entry per post, 1 post per video, and 3 junk journals will be given away in that YouTube video. Now, videos created by us collaborators are not included in that giveaway. We would love you to comment. That does help us. It helps our channels grow. It helps the algorithms bring us up for more people to see our videos. So by all means, please comment our videos, but they will not get you into the giveaways. Okay? And all that information is on the link tree. This is my first of my videos on the 11th of December. I'll have another one on the 24th. And we have videos every single day through the month of December. At least 1, 2, sometimes 3. So keep an eye out for that. I know there's 3 today. On the 31st, the only video will be the giveaway announcements, the drawings. Okay? So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. So there were many artists who submitted their Christmas papers for this collaboration. They donated them to us to use for free. All of those kits are available. Just follow the link tree. You'll find all of the kits, links to the kits, links to videos, everything. But I used Cheryl's Crafts. This is her Frosted Morris paper. Love this paper. I saw this page in and of itself and fell in love with this. I think it's positively gorgeous. And so I have done all my cutting ahead of time. However, I do need to do a little scoring. So for this one, making sure I cut it down too. Just going to make sure I cut it down. Sorry, I'm off to the side a little bit here. Yes, I cut this down. I saved the height of it. I did not change. I printed it in landscape, and then I trimmed it at 10 inches. Okay. And so now I'm going to score it at 2.5 on both sides. Okay, if you don't have a scoreboard, you can use your ruler. You can just fold them so that they meet in the middle. That's our goal. We want them to meet in the middle because we are creating a gatefold. We do have a little bit of a gap here, so we were off a little bit somewhere. So let's see if we can scooch those over just here. And then, of course, I went too far. Bear with me here. There, I think we got it. Okay, so this is should be 5 inches inside, and the folds here that create our gate are 2.5 inches each. And then before I do anything else, I'm going to ink this page up. This is my second time doing this video. When I was having magnet issues, and I tried to fix it, and the more I tried to fix it, the worse it got. So I had to give up. So I'm just using tie-dye, Distress Oxide, just to get rid of the white around the edges. That's all I'm doing. Going all the way around. Now, I did not back this paper because when I'm done, you will not see the whites on the outside. You do want it folded in like this, okay? Now I'm going to take this paper and this paper, and they're going to come together in the middle like this to create our gate. So I am going to ink just the outside edges because we want them to come together. We do not want to ink the middle. Okay. Now I am going to make sure that when you're gluing these on, that you get them up to the open edge. It has to be together. We can always trim it off the back edge. We can't trim it off this front edge. We want it to be perfect. So we're going to want to, when we glue it, we want to make sure that we are getting that, okay, lined up where it should be. I'm using some glitter art glue. Also gluing my table, I see. That's on the wrong side. Thank goodness that didn't stick down good. Okay. I got it fast enough. Or not enough glue. No, that was on the right side. That was on the correct side. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, sorry, ignore me, blooper. This is for a blooper reel I'm working on. Just joking. Okay. There is that one. A little bit of overhang there. That's probably why we were off a little bit. Okay. I'll fix that in a minute. Let's get this one down. Same thing. I want to make sure it lines up in the middle. Okay, now at this point, I can go ahead and try to trim off any excess. I see I have some here. That's probably where it didn't quite get it down. Cut quite even or folded quite even. Okay. So now what we have is this. I'm going to ink that edge a little bit. That fold is. But blend in a little more. Okay. Okay, so using some of the background paper, I did stamp out this Merry Christmas. And I'm going to put that about right there. So what I want to do is make sure. This is for my magnets. Like I said, I had a horrible time with my magnets last time. Here's hoping that it works out better this time. I'm going to try and check my placement here. That's not what I wanted to put glue on. What I'm going to do, where did my magnets go? I'm going to put one, if I could get it apart, I'm going to put one here. I'm going to flip that over. And use one of Teri's little tricks for this magnet. I'm hoping it works. And actually, I should have done this before I glued this piece on. But I think it'll work. I think it'll still work. So we'll just leave it like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put glue on the top of this. Come on, glue. I'm going to add both glues just to be safe side. Here we go. I'm going to put a weight on that and we'll work on some other things. So I have cut out some tags This is out of some of the paper. Again, I loved it so much. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink up that. I believe I made this, looks like about 4 1/4. Again, kept the same height. So is everybody enjoying all the videos so far? I have been watching and I have absolutely been loving what I've seen. Now for this one, I do want to put some ribbon on it. Right down the side. See if I can get my Fabri-Tac to work. When you're watching this video, December 11th is when this video comes out. It is my daughter's birthday, so shout out to my daughter Jade for her birthday today. Okay, so now I do have a tag topper for this, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to do this or if I wanted to do this as a tab. But I think I'm going to go with this. Picking up those edges. So not even. What I did think I might do with this is I do have a little stamp here. And these are just some Christmas stamps I got off of Amazon. They're and it's just Nocturne, Versifying Claire Nocturne. That's what I used on the other one too. There we go. You know, I think I'll leave it like that. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm going to leave it like that. I have this one, and you know, us crafters in our circles. A little bit more. Okay. For this one, I just thought to help hide that, and I would just put a gold bow on it on top. I thought that would be really pretty. There's our Fabri-Tac. Don't you love Fabri-Tac? It either won't come out or it globs out. One of the two. There, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, and then for my last tag, which I love this tag so much. It is so beautiful. Let's ink it up. I just love the blues that she used in this. It's so pretty. The blues and the greens and just, oh, it's just gorgeous. I just love this tag. Okay. So what I thought I would do with this one, so I have this music sheet here. I'm thinking just like that. I did not want to glue that all the way down. I wanted to leave that a little open to tuck some stuff in it. Another moment for the blooper reel. There you go. So this beautiful angel cigarette card. There we go. Let's tuck that in there as a little extra piece of ephemera. And then I'm going to add a eyelet. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to find my words. An eyelet. We're going to put an eyelet in this bad boy. So first I want to punch my hole. No. I'm struggling with this eyelet. I don't think I got my hole punch big enough. Let's try that again. There we go. That looks better. Yep, that's better. Okay. Got our eyelet in. And I have this beautiful ribbon here. Grab my poke tool. There we go. Got it started. Very pretty. Okay, so those are our tags. I'm going to use some more of this lace on the front. And let's go back to our front. Yep. Works perfect. And I don't care that that's showing a little bit. I don't care about that. But because that is showing a little bit on, or showing on the other side, I am going to add, she had these strips in her kit. Now it's not quite as long as the paper. That's okay. I will fix that. I'm going to ink that up. And I am going to go ahead and take that all the way to the bottom when I glue it. I was trying to decide what I want to do here. I'll cover that up. Nope. Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to decide. Am I the only one who's indecisive? Sometimes. What do we think of that? Nope. It's too busy. That's too busy. What do we think of that? I think we're just going to go with that. Otherwise, I'll sit here all day and play with it and try to figure out what to do. Now there are more of those cabinet cards. The tags in the kit won't fit in this pocket because this pocket is so narrow, but these little cigarette cards could. So I could fit a few of them in there. I'll add those later. I don't have any sitting here with me. So let's move to our center pocket. It's going to actually be more of a tuck spot for our tags. And really, I don't want to add a ton to this because you know, you don't want a lot of extra depth to it, because otherwise it just I love that. So we have our tags here. So here we go there. And then over here, I'm going to take another one of those strips. I'm going to round those corners. Sometimes wonder if this thing hates me. It does, only works about half the time. Okay. So we're going to make a little pocket here. And I have this bookmark. I haven't been inking the last few pieces, but we'll ink the Santa Claus up. And our Santa Claus is going to just tuck down into the pocket. Does not stick down on the side. There we go. Now I'm trying to decide if I want this lace at the top, which I think would be very pretty. Right. Want it at the bottom. I like it at the top because there's not a lot going on this side, and that kind of helps fill that gap. Rather than at the bottom where there's a lot going on. Because there's nothing saying I can't do both. Right? I don't have a lot of this lace. I might as well use it up, right? Use it at the top and at the bottom. What do you think? Just trying to get it to do both. I think that's what we're going to do. Now, this would actually be amazing as, you know, a Christmas card. You could use this as a Happy Mail. You can use this as for it's a pen pal thing. The other thing you can do, I am going to grab a couple things out here to show you what I had in mind. So this is blank, right? So if you were putting together your junk journal, you could just glue that directly down and onto a page, just like that. However, I found this gold embossed envelope. Now, you could make it as another layer in your signature, but it would open to the centerfold if you did that, which you may like that, you may not. You could put it, the journal is open, you could put it as a flip out this way or this way. You would have to decide which side before you glue this down though, otherwise, so to make sure it's on the right side. Or the other idea I had, where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Shocking. My desk is such a mess right now. So I was thinking, even as a journal cover, that would be beautiful, right? With the gold peeking out. That gold embossing. I think that's absolutely lovely. Let's look at it one more time. And again, I'm going to add some cabinet cards into that. But I think that turned out really well, right? At least I love it. I love it. Feeling a little bit, Santa's like flip-flopping around. Let's get him down in there a little tighter. All right, there we go, my friends. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll be back on the 24th with another video for you. We'll see what I come up with then. In the meantime, you have a great rest of your day and week, and I will see you next time. Bye.